All right, so Bridge Nation, we interrupt that musical sweep for a very important conversation. So, in the past few days, many have been wondering what is the repercussions when there is irregularities at our investment institutions. This being from the recent announcement from Stocks Securities and SSL that there was some fleecing from the account of Usain Bolt. Many have been wondering what is the security, what is the implication for people who have their funds with these investment firms. Here to talk to us this morning is someone in the know. Amplify brings you Mr. David Geddes from the Financial Services Commission. He's the Director, Stakeholder Engagement, Communication and International Relations. We say good morning to Mr. Geddes.
Good morning, and good morning to your listeners and viewers. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for taking the time to talk with us. So, Mr. Geddes, it has been all over the news. It is the front page of almost all our print media and on the top of the minds of many people. Investing and what happens when there is wrongdoing in these financial firms. Many are wondering. We know about deposit insurance, but not many are keen on what happens to our investments. Can you speak to us in a general way this morning on that situation?
Okay, generally speaking, there is the Jamaica Deposit Insurance Corporation that deals with savings, those accounts that you have with commercial banks, etc. However, when it comes to investments, there's more an onus on the persons to be careful where they invest. But also, there are guidelines that the Financial Services Commission establishes for securities dealers, and also it is best practice for these security dealers to put in place some form of insurance against fraud, etc. It's not, as far as I know, a regulatory requirement for that insurance, but it is really best practice. So there are several guidelines and internal controls that exist to ensure that investors are safe.
Awesome. Now, in terms of confidence, when situations like these arise, is there a general dip in confidence, consumer confidence in investing?
Well, I mean, we have not conducted a survey as such to know whether it affects confidence generally, but there would be some concerns that persons would have, and that is why the FSC, which is mandated to promote integrity in the Jamaican financial sector, that is why we stepped in to protect our consumers. And when situations like this arise, we step in. We have the regulatory authority to do so. So we have stepped in and placed SSL under more enhanced supervisory framework.
All right, so that is on the local scene. Now, your title also speaks to international relations. What are some of the steps that are taken to still make sure that Jamaica is a place to invest?
Okay, as I mentioned earlier, there are several guidelines that exist, and we subscribe to best practices for the investment arena. There are several agencies such as IOSCO that have best practices, and for that we ensure that we follow and adhere to best practices that obtain internationally. So we are very much aligned with what's happening in the financial arena worldwide. And I should just note that the FSC regulates pensions, securities, and insurance. Those are the non-deposit taking financial institutions or sector that we regulate.
Awesome, awesome. So, in what we're getting then is that the FSC, in its regulatory role, is paying keen attention to this situation, but on a general framework ensures that all of these investment firms conform to international best practices, and so it augurs that investors need not be overwhelmed with the concerns that, all right, this might happen to me, but there are safeguards in place to protect your investments. Is that a correct sense that I'm getting from you this morning, Mr. Geddes?
I think you have summed it up perfectly. Couldn't have said it better myself. There are, of course, risks involved in investing, and there are rewards. So you bear that in mind. But of course, no client wants to think that they are going to lose money, not by way of investing in something that loses value, but just the fact that they lost by fraud. So therefore, there are several internal controls that these security dealers employ to ensure that their clients' finances are safe with them, and that the instructions that they receive, those are what's carried out when doing transactions.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Geddes. I know that I only have you for a brief time, and so I appreciate you coming on and sharing this information with us. Just one more question that I would have for you. As the story continues to unfold and people look for that impartial information, would the FSC be that institution to come to for credible information?
On a general level, yes. But at the moment, what we do encourage clients to do, if they have a concern about their account with any security dealer, not just the one that you are referencing now and that has been in the news, but if you have any concerns about your account, speak to the security dealer. They are mandated to keep you abreast of what's happening, and they should be able to allay any fears or concerns that you have. Generally speaking, the FSC will speak to matters on a broad level, especially what we are doing in terms of enhanced security, enhanced supervision. So the first place that you should go to is your security dealer, and if you have concerns or if you wish to make a complaint, you can get in touch with the Financial Services Commission, and we will look into all these matters.
Thank you so much, Mr. Geddes. I know you are well engaged. We appreciate you taking the time. Speaking to Mr. David Geddes from the Financial Services Commission, Director, Stakeholder Engagement, Communication, and International Relations. Thank you so very much, sir. Have yourself a wonderful day and a great week.
I wish you the same. Thank you.